Working on a 1999 Volkswagen Beetle Bug. I think it's pretty close to the same all the way up to 2004 or so. Now these lower control arms, they both look the same. And these are the ball joints that I got. I got these separately. This is the Moog Problem Solver Eurospec ball joints. And on the ball joints they have a right and a left. And there's a fancy little grease zerk, 90 degrees of grease zerk. That's important. You have to take the wheel off. And there's the left one. And here's the original style lower control arm. And if I zoom in on this, you can see where it's starting to fail just a little bit. But the main reason why I'm doing this is because of this little guy here. It's pretty wore out. Makes a little noise while you're driving it. These bolts here go to the ball joint. This is the original cage nut assembly. I'm going to reuse this. I'm going to clean this up and reuse it. The factory Audi style bolts. You see the little blue, it has like a little blue Loctite on it. You have to clean that off. And here's the other bolts that came out. This is from the sway bar bushing. This is the front bushing bolt, and this is the rear bolt. The rear bolt has a nut up on top. This one here has a nut up on top. I left the nut up in there. You just have to reach around with a box end wrench to get it out. To take the axle nut off, you'll need this 12-point socket. That's the axle nut there. I heated the axle nut up a little bit. There's the torch. And sprayed some aero coil in there and knocked it out with this little impact driver. It's not too hard to get out. It's easy. But this is all what it looks like. Let's get a good look at it. That's what everything looks like. That little nut right up there on top. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's there. All goes back together fairly simple and easy. Okay, just a note on this lower ball joint. It does have a star thing on top for you to put a socket in there. If you get to that point, you're not going to be happy. What I did was I took the axle out far enough for me to unscrew this nut. Unscrew that nut and get it all the way off. And I only hit it 3 times. And you just hit it 3 times, it pops right off. If you don't get that nut off beforehand, this little guy will spin and you'll be messing with it for a long time. So if that happens, get some vice grips. Clamp onto that with some vice grips really tight. You can get it off. That'll save you a little trouble.